First of all, I want you guys to picture this. It is now the 19th century. We're in Switzerland in the middle of May, and we're following a small group of travelers as they trek through the snow. Now, at the time that our story takes place, factories are on the rise, and they have a very specific way of doing stuff. If you do stuff differently, then it's just going to fail, it's not going to work. And that's when romanticism comes about and asks, but what if I try to do it differently? What if we try to make what's impossible into what's possible? That's our philosophy for tonight. Now, our small group is comprised of Percy Shelley, this bloke over here, Mary Shelley, the woman in the middle, and Claire Claremont. Now, you might recognize Mary Shelley as the woman who wrote Frankenstein or the modern Prometheus. And now you may be wondering, what's this about? Well, Frankenstein happens to open with the phrase, "The events supposed into this work of fiction are not considered to be of impossible nature," by Dr. Darwin himself. That's right, that's Darwin. And it brings us to the subject of the night, artificial intelligence. In the book Frankenstein, we suppose we can create a human being, we can create life, we can create intelligence, but this is not organical life, organical intelligence. This is our artificial. However, it can be possible, and that's exactly what the people that have created what we consider as today as AI, I will refer to artificial intelligence as AI to save time, have done. Now, what are my objectives for the night? First of all, I want you guys to realize what artificial intelligence is about, what are its main areas, as well as to learn a little bit about common everyday examples that you can find of AI and really impressive technologies that have existed ever since World War II. The first area of AI is knowledge engineering, which refers to teaching the computer about its surroundings. What can it do with stuff? For example, what are the properties of this software? What can you do with it? Can you break it? Can you fix it? Etc. Next, we have machine learning. Very much like we humans do, machine learning is about teaching the machine to experiment, to experience, to grow. After that, we have machine perception. Now that the machine has learned about the other two subjects, machine perception is about using logic to figure out what you can do with the world around you. How can you change it? How can you interact with it? After that, we have computer vision, and that's exactly the way computers can recognize the things around them. For example, the camera in your cell phone can recognize your face. Your cell phone can also recognize your fingerprints. It refers to the way the computers see, very much like we humans do. Now, moving on to some examples. During World War II, a really special, fantastic computer was created. This computer was known as Colossus and was used to decipher special codes. The Colossus computer was the first programmable digital computer ever created in the world, and it was the very first time we, as human beings, began using the term AI to refer to the intelligence of the machines, to the intelligence of the robots. Another example of a supercomputer we can find in Watson, a computer created by IBM in 2012 to compete in the popular quiz show of the United States, Jeopardy, and it actually managed to win. This computer can synthesize a lot of information for very different fields, and is nowadays used in various hospitals in the United States to assist nurses and doctors in different processes. Another example we can find in Tesla's, Google's, and Uber's self-driving cars. As we can see in this graph around here, the use of self-driving cars will increase with time, and it will become the common way of getting from one place to another in the future. Another example is the web algorithms. For example, the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube AI, already knows what you want to see. It knows, okay, so you like this kind of content, so I'm going to show you this kind of content too, and I can identify a special kind of content that you can use in different places, and I can flag you if it breaks copyright laws. After that, we also have gaming AI. One of the first AIs ever designed was an AI that was capable of playing chess or playing checkers with the player. In conclusion, the world of artificial intelligence is very vast, is very deep, and the only limit to AI is our own creativity and the depth of the thinking and reasoning processes of the machines. If we were to create the ultimate AI, it will be a machine capable of thinking like we humans do, to create a human being made of wires and technology. And as always, please remember to stay hydrated.